Hey guys, Antonio here with another bonus section in Think and Grow Rich. Today we're going to be still part of Chapter 7, and this is the 31 major causes of failure. Due to my limited whiteboard space, I will be reading off of my computer to give you guys all 31 of them, but follow along guys. It's very worth it to listen to this list and try to analyze what you are doing wrong and is stopping you from achieving your goals. So first is unfavorable genes that have to do with mental disorders, certain ones that have to do with brain deficiencies. Notice that this was limited to just that because this is only something that is extremely hard to overcome, and I don't know what kind of medicine is out today for it, but at the point of Napoleon Hill's writing this, there was not too much medicine to overcome these type of things. So this is the one that is probably the most difficult to overcome, is having these very, very unfavorable genes, but they're also very, very rare of happening. 2 is lack of a well-defined purpose. This goes back to the fact that Chapter 1 is all about having a definiteness of purpose. If you don't know what you're doing, then you can't achieve anything. You can achieve things, but they don't mean anything because you're not going in any direction. You need to have an ending point, right? And 3 is an ambition to be better than average. From what I can see is most people really don't like the fact that I might do something that may be unnecessary, or I'm doing too much extra work, or I'm doing something that, other people aren't doing. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want to be like other people. I want to be like myself. I want to be above average. Other people look to other average people for average things. Don't look at other average people. Look way beyond that and shoot for way beyond that by acting way beyond that. 4, insufficient education. This is something that's easily overcome by, through your own personal experience or any of the other forms listed in the chapter on specialized knowledge, which will probably be somewhere up here. 5 is lack of self-discipline. Like I said previously, if you cannot control yourself, you cannot control others. You need to be able to control yourself through multiple forms, physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, everything. 6, ill health. If you are sick, you cannot get things done, right? You cannot be giving your full effort because your body needs to recover. So you need to get full rest. You need to keep training your mind to stay positive and stay away on the negative, because the negative mind is what causes a lot of negative bodily problems. So if you stay positive, you will probably not get nearly as sick. 7, unfavorable environmental influences during childhood. Now, most people have this situation, some a lot worse than others. Their parents, no one's parents have been perfect from what I've been able to see. But if your parents have, abandoned you as a child, you're going to be left a lot more emotionally scarred. But the thing here is that this is very possible to overcome. There's a bunch of people that have overcome this. You need to stay positive and find your way through it by educating yourself with this material. 8, procrastination. No one who's successful procrastinates. They do things now and get them done as soon as possible. They don't wait. 9, lack of persistence. This is something that a lot of people lack. They face defeat once, twice, maybe 3 times. At the 3rd time, they give up. They're like, this isn't for me. I don't want to do it anymore. Can't do that. You need to keep pushing in the face of losing, in the face of other people telling you not to. That's how you get past it. 10, negative personality will never get you anywhere. If you're negative, then all you're going to do is limit yourself as to what you can get done. When you're positive, you end up shooting a lot higher than you're supposed to possibly go, and chances are that'll get you a lot farther than when you're supposed to go. 11 is a lack of controlled sexual urge. Sex energy is a very, very, it's the most powerful form of energy, and when you can convert it into motivation and action towards your purpose, then you will be working on such a higher plane. We will be talking about this a lot more in chapter on sexual transmutation in the future. 12 is uncontrolled desire for something for nothing. This is like gambling or get-rich-quick schemes. they will never get you there. You need to work to get somewhere. 13, unable to make decisions promptly and stick to them. People who can stick to decisions and make them fast are the people who will get there. The people who will get there in general. Most people who change their minds too often will never end up anywhere, because they'll start here, they'll start going this path, and then they'll go here, and then they'll pivot there, and then they'll pivot here, and then they'll pivot there, and then they'll pivot here, and then they'll pivot there. Whereas if you stick to one decision, you keep going, you'll end up there. 14, one of the 6 basic fears. This is going to be talked about in a later chapter, so I won't go in depth right now. 15, wrong selection of mate in marriage. This is the most common, but when you spend the most time with someone, day in and day out, and they're influencing you in a negative way, and you don't really click, you are causing a lot of outside negative influences to affect you on a daily basis. You don't need that. You don't need someone who's going to disagree with you on everything. What you do need is someone who's going to want to be there by your side no matter what. 16, overcaution. If you are overcautious, you're leaving other people who are taking risks to go out and get what they want, and you get what's left over. It's that simple. You need to take risks to get what you want. 17, wrong selection of associates in business. Similar to marriage, if you're dealing with someone on a regular basis who doesn't want to work hard, who doesn't want to push themselves, then you're dealing with the wrong person. You need to leave them as soon as possible. 18, superstition and prejudice. I don't really believe in any superstitions. You shouldn't believe in any superstitions. It doesn't get you anywhere to believe that something happens because you did something like knocking on wood. That doesn't make any sense. That's just, at this point, it's just a saying to say, not something that actually means something. If you truly believe that knocking on wood is going to help you, then to me, you're mentally insane. 19, lack of concentration of efforts. Attempting to accomplish too many things at once. What you need to do is concentrate everything at once, right? If you have 16 hours of the day, and all 16 hours are going towards one goal, it's similar to this drawing here, right? If all 16 hours are going to this one goal, you are going to get to that one goal 10 times faster. But if you spend 1 hour going to a goal here, and then another hour going to a goal here, another hour going to a goal here, another hour going to a goal here, the switching of efforts will cause you to not go as far in every single one. So you need to go 16 hours straight, 16 hours straight, 16 hours straight. That will get you so much farther throughout on the long term. Next is wrong selection of vocation. If you do not like what you do, you will never get where you want to go. You can't spend a majority of your day hating what you do. You can hate parts of it, but you cannot hate all of it. And some things you're going to have to hate, but you can't hate 90% of what you do. It has to be, I love 90% of what I do. The 10% of it might be a bad part, but maybe I can outsource it to someone else. 21, the habit of indiscriminate spending. Not saving money, not using it wisely. That's simple. 22, lack of enthusiasm. I'm very enthusiastic about this stuff because I care about it, because I want to see you guys succeed. I don't want people to fail in life. You need to be very enthusiastic. That's what gives you the energy behind what you do. Next is intolerance. If you're intolerant, that means you stopped trying to gain knowledge. When you gain perspectives on other people, you'll gain knowledge, and you'll see things from a different light, which will now allow you to see other things in different lights. So you need to stay tolerant. 24 is intemperance. Not being able to control things like eating, drinking, get drugs, gambling. That will not help you get towards your goal. Some people have done it, but they don't sustain it for a long time because those end up overtaking them. 25, inability to cooperate with others. You have to use others in your mastermind, in your businesses, in anything you're trying to accomplish. You need other people. You need to lean on them and use them and have them use you to move forward, both of you. So you need to be able to cooperate with other people. 26, possession of power that has not been acquired through your own self-effort. If someone hands something to you, you will not know what it's like to walk the path. It's like as if someone took you from point A to point B and just skipped all the steps in between. The steps in between, all the failures that you face in between from A to B, see, each one of these is a failure. that teaches you something about B. You need to know these things in order to maintain B. You're going to end up somewhere down here again without the self-effort. 27, intentional dishonesty. If you lie to others, if you stab them in the back, no one will want to work with you. No one will want to cooperate with you. Therefore, you will not be successful. 28, egotism and vanity. If you think you're too good for others, you're going to be blinded to what you are doing wrong. And when you're blinded doing what you're wrong, you're not going to see where you're going wrong and why you're failing. 29, guessing instead of thinking. You need to spend time acquiring facts instead of just coming up with assumptions. Assumptions might help you find the facts, but you need to spend time getting the actual facts. 30, lack of capital. This is easily overcome because money comes and goes depending on what you're willing to do for the money. And then 31 is any other special cause that you feel affects you regularly. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want a full list of all 31 causes of failure, leave a comment down below with your email account talking about which one in this video was your favorite. Leave me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll personally email you a link to the notes for today's chapter. Guys, as always, subscribe and have a wonderful day.